Hey guys, KaijudoChannel here with this week's Kaijudo News. Today is July 19th, and well, we've got a lot to talk about. A lot of stuff happened this weekend, and news finally hit the site today, so let's go straight to what the site brought us. First things first, we got another card preview, and this one is hilarious. I find it really awesome. It is Potato Gun Glurgle. Oh yes. Glurgle's back in another form now, and it's pretty neat. It's a level 4, 3000 power creature. So basically this is the effect. During each of your turns, at the start of each battle that includes this creature, return the other creature to its owner's hand. Basically, on your turn, before any battle that this guy is involved with, you bounce the other creature. So when I originally thought it was either turn, but since it's your own turn, you have more control over this card's effect. So you pretty much get to bounce a creature every turn, and no matter what power it is, because they don't battle, they just, like, you hit the creature but it doesn't connect, and it just sends that creature to your opponent's hand. So that's a pretty cool effect. You get to control, the board a little bit. You get to bounce a creature each turn until they, somehow get rid of this when they attack it themselves, or they Bone Blades it, or whatever. So it's, it's a decent-ish card, and it's a very rare in the Dojo set. Also, one thing to note, this is the third kind of Glurgle that we've seen at this point. Same thing with Tatsurion. We've seen 3 different Tatsurions. So I'm kind of thinking the trend is also going to go on to either, Scaradorable most likely, maybe even Razorkinder. Not sure about Razorkinder, but definitely Scaradorable because he already has 2 different cards. Kind of expect more of these kind of like different versions of these signature creatures because they're pretty cool and they want to, make them more popular. Make them kind of like the figures of each Civ. So that's pretty cool. Also, one thing that's really awesome, and we got this news a little bit early beforehand, but now we got an official confirmed, announcement on it. If you go to the store next week when the Dojo comes out, and you are one of the first 20 people at your store to buy the competitive 40 card deck, the Bull Rush deck, you get a foil Draglide the Swiftest along with your Dojo deck, or boosters, or whatever you get, but it has to be a deck. You have to buy the Bull Rush deck, and you get a free foil Draglide. I think it's really awesome. It's very cool. It's a collector's item for sure, so you should definitely pick up 1 copy just to have. Unfortunately, though, Gilliflame is coming out in this set as well, and Draglide might be a little bit overshadowed by Gilliflame, but then again, who cares? We have more fast attackers, so if you kind of build some sort of fast-ish deck, you could use both maybe. I really don't know. But I just think it's really awesome to have a really cool promo card this early on in the game. So I'm very excited. I'm definitely going to pick up a Bull Rush deck just for that foil Draglide. And you should definitely stay tuned for that because I will be opening that Bull Rush deck and a box of the Dojo the day it comes out, most likely. Now, also on the Kaijudo site, if you look around on the strategy articles part of the site, I'm going to leave a link down here in the description. There is a nice article on the kind of like the cards you should look out for in the Dojo, 1 from each civilization. You should definitely check that out. There is 1 new card in there, I think. It's called Star Lantern, and basically it's a 3000 light blocker. When that card blocks, you tap the enemy creature. So the thing that's really awesome about Star Lantern is your opponent kind of has to think about their attack. I love the whole mind games, putting pressure on your opponent. So if they have 2 creatures on board and then they swing with 1, chances are you could just, block with this and then tap the other one, and now, their whole board is in danger. Pretty cool. I love that effect, and I could definitely see that seeing play. It's a very neat card, and it's only an uncommon as well, so it's pretty easy to get. Alright, now with the Kaijudo news from the website aside, let's go to something that actually happened this past weekend. San Diego Comic-Con. Oh yes, whoever got to go to Comic-Con got to, try the apps and try the game and play with the Dojo cards, and then walk away with 1 Dojo pack each. I think one guy kind of showed what he had in his pack, but there really wasn't much except for the Star Lantern guy that we just seen here, and also this kind of Brawler Xyler guy, but a Dracon race card. So a level 2 1000 with powerful attack 2000. So that's pretty good for Rush, and everyone's been wanting a level 2 fire creature, and there it is. Now, also at Comic-Con, we got previews of 2 of the cards inside that we did not see anywhere else, and they are both rare cards, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, But one of them is another Glurgle that we got to see, and that is Reef Clearance Glurgle. And I originally thought that this was going to be a Marinomancer effect, judging by the lines of text and, the cost and the stats and everything. But it's not quite, but I think it's still really, really awesome. So it's a level 5, 2000 power Cyberlord like usual, and its effect is tech support, and basically when you summon him, you can take the top 4 cards of your deck, look at them, choose one of them, add it to your hand, and then take the last 3, or the other 3, and then put on the bottom of your deck in any order. And considering there's no searching or shuffling effects yet, that's actually kind of, a pretty good effect. You get to choose the cards on the bottom, so if the duel lasts that long, you kind of get to help yourself in the end. But the really great thing about it is that it's a level 5 really good card. Like, we've had, some okay level 5 spells and stuff in the battle decks, but now we have, like, a really, really relevant level 5 creature, and the fact that you get to, like, choose out of your next 4 options 1 card, and you pretty much make your next draw a lot better. Well, you draw the card already. I'm very excited to play this card, and I'm definitely going to be using it. Oh, it's so good. Especially since it's level 5. If it was level 4, and it was, like, 3, or 2 or something, that would have been good as well, but we have so many level 4s that it'd be so hard to fit in. But since it's level 5, it's absolutely perfect. I love this card. I can't wait. I hope I get 3. I'm praying. The other card they previewed is very similar to an older card, but not as good, and this card is Blackfeather Shadow Abyss. So, I mean, a huge buff to his original card, which was like a level 1 3000 thing that, like, you couldn't have creatures on your board or something like that to play it. It's pretty much Mongrel Man from the original game, except it's not every creature that gets banished, it's just your opponents. So I'm guessing that they kind of, in testing they proved that, like, too much destruction happens and drawing lots of cards would be too good, or making it level 4 would be too good as well. Then again, since it's level 5, it gets over Bone Blades and stuff like that. Even Glurgle does, which is so awesome. That's like the really awesome thing about being level 5, getting over those dumb level 4 destruction cards. I mean, Mongrel Man didn't see that much play. This one, I mean, I don't want to say it's not good right now, but like an enemy creature, when it gets banished, you draw a card. So think about it. If you banish a creature in battle, you're getting a +2. Well, +1 from this and +1 from killing it. But, I don't know. Bone Blades, +1. Like, this pretty much turns all of your ways to banish something into a plus for you. Like, an even bigger plus. I don't want to judge this card yet. I would definitely like to try it anyways. Comboing this with water is just, like, tons of draw. Maybe even fire as well. The fire destruction spells, I think it's pretty good. And lastly, they showed Blinder Beetle, which you've already seen. It's pretty much Meow from the original game, except it's called Blinder Beetle and a different card and stuff like that. Oh, as well as, like, if you look at the pictures, if you zoomed into the pictures of some of the Facebook stuff, you actually got to see some of the other cards that are probably in the dojo. So those 3 cards are Dianork, Solar Ray, and also Writhing Bone Ghoul. So that's pretty neat. Yeah, so expect that, guys. Probably the biggest announcement that I have to make right now, and I'm going to have to give mad props to Drizzer. On Twitter, he's iDrizzerI, I think, and on Pojo, he's Drizzer backwards. But he basically sent all of us a link to another one of those reports that Wizards of the Coast puts out kind of secretly and sends it off to retail stores and stuff like that. But Kaijudo League is official, and there's tons of details, and I will leave a link in the description to go see it. But basically, Kaijudo League is going to start a good 2 weeks or so after base set comes out, which was also confirmed to be September 7th, by the way. So it's a little bit earlier than we thought. It's September 7th instead of 18th or something, and League is going to be 21st. Basically, for a good month or so, there's going to be this Kaijudo League thing where you can go to a local game store, who is a WPN official store, and you just kind of do locals every week, kind of. And those points add up to your, kind of like your membership card kind of thing. Kind of like the other games. The more points you get, the more prizes you could potentially get. So, first of all, in the league's top 10 point finishers, those top 10 get a Morna promo card. Morna is that, I think, Tatsurion's sister card, which kind of looks like Scarlet Sky Terror. Top 10 finishers get a Morna. Whoa. But who cares about not making the top 10? I mean, if you really want that Morna, you better work hard and get in that top 10. But you could also work hard and still earn prizes for yourself, which doesn't have a limit. So there's benchmarks apparently. There's kind of like a point benchmark, and if you reach like these kind of levels in your points, you rack up in promos kind of. So if you reach the first point benchmark, you get a promo Mighty Shouter card. So that's really cool. Mighty Shouter is awesome. And if you reach the second one, you get this card called Flare Inhibitor. And to be honest, I have no clue what that could be. But my only kind of thought about it would be Phantom's Dragon Flame. I mean, Flare Inhibitor, Phantom's Dragon Flame. I really have no clue. So, if you guys have any better ideas, please write in the comments what you think Flare Inhibitor is going to be, and if you're going to be competing at Kaijudo Leagues to get these awesome cards. So yeah guys, that is pretty much all. There was a lot to talk about. Hope you enjoyed all the news. I loved reading everything. Next week is the release of the Dojo Edition Booster Pack and Bull Rush competitive deck, so please go check that out with your local game store on Tuesday. The next Tuesday that's coming up is going to be when the Dojo comes out. You know, be sure to call them, see if they have it, or whatever. You know, just be sure to get it Tuesday if you want it on release date. Alright guys, this is the Kaijudo channel. Hope you have a nice day. See you later guys.